Good evening, viewers. Welcome to the news at 10. I'm Linda Shaw. First, let's take a quick recap on our top stories making headlines this evening. Women in Law Southern Africa is urging for authorities in the communities to ensure that they manage to make women have access to land so that they can not be deprived their right to land. A house is said to have been gutted by fire, and the family is pleading for assistance as their belongings were reduced to ashes. Unknown thugs broke into the master of the High Court in Manzini and went away with some of the material belonging to the institution. Yemaswati is to continue to heed to the
National Cooperation in the Kingdom presents compliments to Austrian High Commission in Pretoria and honoured the request letter to transmit the congratulatory message to His Excellency Anthony Albanese, Prime Minister of Austria. It is by command of His Majesty King Yemaswati III, Her Majesty the Queen Mother, and the government and the people of ESWATINI, as well as the Prime Minister. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation in the Kingdom presents its compliments to Austrian High Commission in Pretoria and honoured the request letter to transmit the congratulatory message to His Excellency Anthony Albanese, Prime Minister of Austria. It is by command of His Majesty King Yemaswati III, Her Majesty the Queen Mother, and the government and the people of Eswatini, as well as the Prime Minister, to extend profound congratulations for their successful elections in Australia and their election of their new Prime Minister. Eswatini joins the people of Australia in the joy of this happy occasion and express the firm belief that cordial relations which have always been existed between the two countries will continue to be enhanced and strengthened in years to come for the mutual benefit of the two nations. For Channel Yemaswati News, I'm Linda Shonge. Bye-bye.
Women in Law Southern Africa today engaged the media and other stakeholders to launch a campaign of allowing community authorities to allow access to land to women and girls, stating that it deprives them their right as they find themselves in trouble when they get evicted from marital homes.
Women in Law Southern Africa today hosted a campaign launch where they are trying to encourage authorities in the country to ensure that they support different initiatives, stating that this part of the campaign is #Her Land, Her Right, where they state that women are not given access to land, especially those who are married and those who are old, leading to people who are old after eviction having to rent out flats even when they are expected to be at their homes.
Lo msebenzi ke utocucutele Yemaswati ukuthi nabomake nabo banalo leli lungelo lekuba nemhlaba. Kufanele ukuthi bangemukwa sinoma kanjani. Sikhanzile ukuthi bomake labenzile. Kuye ukuthi mhlambe nase kuhamba iminyaka babe mhlambe sebangasaboni ngalinye liso. Ukhanze ukuthi make yena soyacoshwa soyancincutheka nebantwana bahlala estradini. Lokho ke sikubona ngathi akusiyo info lemthuthukisako make. Lokunye ke nasingabe babe naye sekashonile nakhona lapho ukhanze ukuthi nemndeni wonke yahlangana uthi make sale uhamba kuleli khaya lapho sewuhlala etigangeni nebantwana. Noma ke ukhanze ukuthi babe noma bobabe namake sebahambile emhlabeni ikakhulu nyalo njengesikhathi seCovid kwanze kakhulu lokho la ukhanza ukuthi khona labantwana sebasele nangabe sebasele ke lo mhlaba losele noma lendlu leseyisele noma lelikhali selisele bese bathi labo bhuti hambani nini ngoba nitakwenza vela nisibo balakhaya siphelana. Ukhanze ukuthi labantwana labantu abasavumeleki nekuhlala kuleli khaya ngekuthi ibhuti mhlambe lomkhulu noma bhuti lomncane so ubatshele ukuthi bona ngoba bangemantombazane betele ilungelo lalo mhlaba. Sitothi ke kule campaign lethi Her Land, Her Rights social media campaign sitokucucudela ke kuthi sive asisukume sivikele emalungelo abomake emhlaba.
There were different stakeholders including the media. For Channel Yemaswati News, I'm Linda Shongwe, Ezulwini.
Mhluma Women and Widow Foundation today engaged women to empower them on how they can benefit from funds which were left by their husbands.
Mhluma Women and Widow Foundation today staged a workshop where they were collaborating with financial institutions and the provident funds to ensure that they deliberate on important issues of ensuring that those widows who benefit from funds that are veiled by different grants across the country, they are expected to use that money wisely so that they can sustain a living.
Siphila ngikuphakelwa abantu nje ma donations lapho laba sivela kuhlungu basiphakele bese siyakhona usebenza noma ngababhalisha sonke babelele sikutama singumhluma lokuthi asifundise abafundise ngethine nje ngeke sikwazi train abantu ngemali investments kungako kwesidinga ukuthi nje usito singa nalo njengalo laba ngeta nje abantu bato bafundisa laba laba lasebatholele imali kanzi futhi labanye phela lesifuna sibafundiswe kwendwethu inhlangano kwendwethu ubona laba labangenalutho laba kufanele ungekukhona ngihluma sokwabanika laba itimandlana korotisani phela khona le kwendawo nani ngitanda deni noma ngani uze ngiphile ngoba phela ngaphandle kwemali.
The supporters of this initiative stated that they will continue to support Mhluma Women Foundation since they are playing a major role in the issues of widows.
Organization Public Service Pensions Fund. Kuyakhonzakala ukuthi bomake be-identificate leyo inkinga lenkulu ngoba esikhathini lesiningi noma kuletinye isikhathi ukhanza ukuthi lama families ayabaphika abamati akadekwanga abasamati nje all of a sudden ngoba sekunaleti inkinga sekunalenza manje. So esikhathini lesiningi siye sisitwe imiphakathi lesiye sifale kuyo the information is verified ukhanzakala ukuthi umphakathi uyadinga ukuthi make wateka wangcitshiswa kwabanjani bebofu kwabanjani.
For Channel Yemaswati News, I'm Linda Shongwe in Babane.
It is stated that the home that was gutted by fire, the parents or the owners of the home are pleading for assistance from Yemaswati as everything belonging to them was reduced into ashes.
The incident happened on Monday, whereby it is said that the fire was caused by a candle. Everything that was inside was burnt to ashes. According to Sizagele Tabete, who is the owner of the house, she stated that almost everything was burnt, including clothes, blankets, money and food. Tulani Fagudze, a neighbor, requested for assistance from the public.
Kusho ukuthi lo muntu lo washisa ngabona kwawarikhandlela kwawarikhandlela into lelashisa lapha kwase ke vele kusha lonke lelihumba kushada impahla tethu tonke
bekubani isikhathi makusha nje
bengingekho mina nkosi bengisekhaya bengisekhaya mina bengingekho washa ngekho bangishayela mina bangitshela ukuthi sekushile la angiphumele ngobona ngathi ngiyafika vele ngaphandle kuthishile phambi kwinto la ngaphansi
unganani lo monakalo lo wentekile nje la
mukhulu kakhulu mukhulu ngoma vele sapho basite ngisho ukuthi impahla tekugcoka sisele nje sinjena netingubo tekulala site netiponji tekulala site mina nje ngidlala ikhathoni
ulale ko
ngidlala ikhathoni
ungathini ke siveni lesingafisa kunisitama
ngiyacela nje ngosami sive sisite kule nkinga lesivelele benkosi ngosami singabonga abangasita
banganitsinza kephi inombolo
bangasitsinza kuya 76440613
iphinze manje
76440613
siyabonga
sibi kakhulu esiveni ngosamane siyacela ukuthi wena ngosami basitakala kakhulu ngombatha nje nayo bekulala kona kunengakhulu kulahlekile lapha konke labe banako bebathenga babeke bayahamba ngoDisemba lapha eTimbotawo emakhaya
Mntolo yini mhlambe locabanga ukuthi bangabasita kuko nje kakhulu?
eish likakhulu nje leti ngubo tekulala nekudla ngosi yami la kude kwasha konke nayo imali tawo bekuthanza ukugula kulamalanga lawa nakwendeni.
Vele mntolo awuchaze isimo semakhatha kanjani ngoba siyabona ungathi bahlala eceleni kwemsele la.
Ilamakhatha amabi kakhulu ngikho kusabela ukuthi nomama-ke nabo sekungathi sebakhulakhulile nje makhatha ayasitonsa nje salimala thina ngabanye njengabo nje khona lowalimala manje naye manje ilamakhatha asuka amlimade.
Siyabonga.
Those that can be able to assist can call 7644 0613. Reporting for Yemaswati channel, I'm Nonhlanhla Twala with Justice Dlamini at Matapa.
It is stated that the master of the High Court in Manzini was broken into by thugs. They stole material belonging to the institution. We have a report.
The employees of the social welfare offices and the master of the High Court arrived at work on this cold morning to find their offices broken into by unknown people, who then prepared coffee and helped themselves to snacks belonging to staff members. Equipment, including computers, were stolen. When we arrived in the morning, we found the staff outside the building as they were still shocked following the incident. People that were looking for assistance were told to wait outside for some time. The police were also doing a statement, so they will do their investigations. It was not clear as to how the person might have entered, but it is suspected that they entered through the window. In the time of compiling these reports, police were still doing their investigations. Reporting for Yemaswati channel, I am Nonhlanhla Twala with Justice Dlamini in Manzini.
Welcome back. You're still watching channel Yemaswati News, and the news continue. Let's take a look at our international stories. The people of KZN were affected by floods. Infrastructure was damaged as some were evacuated for safety at community halls.
Residents of KwaZulu-Natal were attacked again by severe floods. They were evacuated to safe areas in local community halls where they are kept for safety. It is stated that the damaged infrastructure include roads and buildings where the disaster management team from the Republic of South Africa is making means as they've been deployed with security personnel from the Defence Force into the police and ensuring safety of the citizens of KwaZulu-Natal.
The employees of the social welfare offices and the master of the High Court.
Residents of KwaZulu-Natal were attacked again by severe floods. They were evacuated to safe areas in local community halls where they are kept for safety. It is stated that the damaged infrastructure include roads and buildings where the disaster management team from the Republic of South Africa is making means as they've been deployed with security personnel from the Defence Force into the police and ensuring safety of the citizens of KwaZulu-Natal.
And it is said that even today, as the South African Weather Services had warned us to say that we'll be expecting some rain. This morning we woke up with the news that some families have been affected, and the mother who was speaking just here is one of them. And it's actually about 10 families that has been affected. Their houses have water, but the other family members who are here are families who fear that water might arrive at their homes, as many of these families have actually built their houses next to the river.
It is stated that one person had died from drowning, 3 others were severely injured. Even a complex known as Umdloti complex was partially collapsed by the rains. For Channel Yemaswati News, I'm Linda Shongwe, Mbabane.
A homestead of BULLETIN where there are flats to rent. The owner states that many incidents have happened in the area. 3 people have died in the same vicinity. Therefore, he hopes that they will take necessary actions to avert the issue, as he has been promised assistance by some organizations.
Following a story that's appeared on this channel of a man named Makeke, who was found dead inside the house. Today we spoke to the landlord, who is the owner of the houses where the man was found. Following that, this is the dead person, or rather it is the third incident whereby a person dies inside the house at the same homestead. Victor Mota also requested for assistance since the man is from Mozambique.
Imali elibhokisi nemali kumkhipha lekadubs indzaba yemgodi ke besolo sizina yona nje nababele seceleni kwami lana ukuthi ingabe sitawenda kanjani ngoba inalabantu abakhe ngathi bacashile lebomba bani nabo abati kamkhulu wabo ekhaya bathi abukakhona bantwana umntwana lomncane bantwana labo lesikhuluma ngabo canga banabo 18 years abahlala bomakwabo Monye lo hlala namakwakhe ngilona 13 years maneke nalomake nalabo make sebenze embili yena nje besaphilela la imicashweni nabeni kathi ahlala khona
yena babebe kahlala nabantu
manje lana ekwaluseni abesavela umuntu abejwayeleke khona la ekwaluseni abehlala yedwa yena kulchanje ukubukela kolokhu iphanzela imisebenzi yetandla nalokwakha-ke nakatholile umsebenzi wokwakha-ke kathi akhona ukuthi awende
njengamastandi ungathi nje ngoba siyeva ukuthi sewesithathu umvuso lokashona la khaya mhlawumbe lo mnye wacala ngathi khunga kwaba khona ke naye lo phinze wafela khona endlini sengilona ke ungathi nje njengamastandi
kude kakhulu kodwa nje kuyabonakala ukuthi likhaya lihlaselekile lihlaselekile ikhaya ikhona lentingelayo manje ke asathi ukuthi awuyekela nini umkhuba wakhe ekhaya
ticashe thini phathe kanjani mhlambe mawudiva nje utikhulumisa
ukuthi longashaqeki ngalesingekile ukushaqeki phela abengasilo ubhule isikhathi esithe nabenabo ukuphathaphatheka nje ahle haya emtholampilo
mhlambe kwagcina nenende njani ngoba siyisibone mangabe kufela umuntu ngekhaya sendlini bese labanye kuba nemsimetelo bayindako labanye bese bayisaba kuphinze bacashe leyo ndlu bangene kuleyo ndlu
ngumthandazo nje bayaphinze bacashe ngoba kude nokuye lesinga
Stobeloni, Member of Parliament, is pleading for government to assist the community on a rehabilitation process of their road that is inaccessible when it is rainy. Today, the public was unable to access their area on time due to that. Buses and taxis were stuck on mud and the road is uneasy to be accessed.
Stobeloni, Member of Parliament, is concerned with the road state of Stobeloni, stating that is inaccessible after the country have received rains. It is very difficult to maneuver through into his community. Begiche Dlamini, the Member of Parliament, stated that it has been extremely damaged to an extent that as public transport have difficulty to commute residents of the community from point A to B, and hoping for the assistance of government, which they will be greatly appreciative of.
umuntu mangabe anesithembe ukuthi uyahamba uyenza wenzisa sesifiki nenza isimo semgwaqo kubuhlungu lokho sinako nje ukuthi amenye njengenza leyo uyekungcende ukuthi Nkosi yami noma ngabe besesonile kangaka akamane nabathi abe nathi uhulumende sibuye sizokhona ukuthatha kodwa nalo lipemba.
Linda Shonga for Channel Yemaswati News, Babane.
Recapping on top stories to end English news. Men in Low Southern Africa hosted a workshop where they were launching the Land Hair Right campaign, where they're expecting community leaders to allow women to have right to land. A house was gutted by fire and the belongings of the community were reduced into ashes. They're pleading for assistance from the nation. The Master of the High Court offices in Manzini were broken into by thugs who left with some of the material that is used by the officials in the department. Well, that's all for today. Until next time, please do enjoy the rest of your viewing.
This weather forecast is proudly brought to you by FSRA.